responding to the call of the gospel, preaching the word in truth, serving God's people with hope. These phrases speak of the life and ministry of the Dominican sisters in North America. Courageous and faith-filled women who respond to the call of Jesus Christ to walk the earth in love, with truth, and offering hope to all, following in the footsteps of St. Dominic and Catherine. I speak to you today as a North American representative to Dominican Sisters International. This region consists of 50 United States and Canada and represents 22 Dominican congregations, 2 in Canada and 20 in the United States. Altogether, we are approximately 5,700 women with final or temporary vows and 27 novices. These past 3 years have been filled with surprising challenges and major accomplishments. Let me address the accomplishments that are noteworthy. You have read in the Dominican Sisters International newsletter about the merger of 7 congregations who, in the spring of 2009, merged together and founded a new congregation, the Dominican Sisters of Peace. What a wonderful model of discernment and collaboration over the past 10 years. We welcome among us Sister Margaret Orman, the first prioress of these 650 Dominican sisters. Other congregations continue to discern, discuss, and create new models of collaboration for the sake of Dominican life and mission. These discussions and efforts are time-consuming and challenging as we reflect on ways to address the critical needs that face our world today. In addressing these needs of our world, what are the creative accomplishments that Dominican congregations are pursuing? Sisters from various congregations are joining in solidarity to respond to some specific critical issues. Some examples are: several congregations have invited each other to begin and or sustain new missions within the United States and in countries outside our borders, missions that have not been available to the peoples of these desperate areas. Dominican sisters and congregations have responded to specific needs due to the result of natural disasters, unfair policies, or places of violence, such as the border eruptions at Juarez, New Mexico, assisting the people of New Orleans to reclaim their homes and neighborhoods, providing personnel and financial resources to countries devastated by the recent earthquake. Congregations are committed to working together on several corporate stances, among which are opposing the trafficking of women, children, and men for sexual exploitation or international works of enslavement, advocating on behalf of the rights and dignity of immigrants through compassionate immigration reform, challenging racism in the United States policies, and care for the sacredness of the earth. These accomplishments have called us to look beyond our own needs and to address the needs of those who cry out for peace, justice, and the bare necessities of life. While addressing these external needs, many time-consuming internal accomplishments have taken place. 2 congregations are in the process for the pursuit of the cause of beatification and canonization of their founders. The Dominican Missionary Adorers of Quebec have worked tirelessly to gather the testimonies from Mother Julian of the Rosary and are now awaiting the response for her beatification. The Cincinnati Dominicans have completed the process on behalf of the beatification of their founder, Father Charles Mazzucchelli. Several congregations have held major chapters at which they have elected new leadership and have focused on redefining mission and community life as major future directives. These have been sacred and challenging discussions and decisions. Many congregations have made plans and reserved funds for the quality of life of the elderly and infirm sisters. These congregations have consolidated care centers with other congregations or made decisions to use the care centers in their local areas. In an effort to sustain traditional ministries in healthcare and education, congregations have strengthened their partnership with laity and provided opportunities for ongoing formation in our Catholic Dominican mission. In order to extend our Dominican charism, Some congregations have redefined or expanded their associate programs to be more inclusive and focused on the charism of the Dominican order. In October of 2009, the Dominican Leadership Conference made a decision to form a new structure in association with the Federation of Dominican Sisters, USA. This new organization will serve leaders and members in a new and more efficient and inclusive manner. As we have enjoyed these amazing accomplishments, there are still challenges and concerns that face us as we continue to live community life and serve God's people. A major surprise was the announcement of the apostolic visitation in December 2008. This announcement caused the congregations within the United States to wonder what caused the need for an apostolic visitation at this time. Simultaneously, the Leadership Conference of Women Religious, an organization that has been so valuable to leadership teams in the United States, was called into investigation. At this time, we know that 4 Dominican congregations are receiving personal on-site visits. Sister Janet McLaughlin, Prioress of the Maryknoll Sisters, is not here today, as her congregation at this moment is welcoming the visitation team. I know that Sister Janet and the Maryknoll Sisters would appreciate our prayers at this time. The Dominican Sisters of Adrian and Mission San Jose welcomed their visitation teams last month. Later in June, the Dominican Sisters of Tacoma will welcome teams to their congregation. We do not know what the results of the apostolic visitation will be, or how the findings of their visits will be disseminated to the congregations in the United States. Another surprise was the economic downturn of the financial market, which for many congregations impacted their portfolios and investments. This downturn was a global concern and caused many people to lose their work, homes, and financial security. It made all of us rethink how we would use our finances to serve others, to care for our elderly, and to promote life and mission for our active sisters. A major concern for congregations in the United States and Canada is the decline in religious vocations. This concern causes an ever-growing age imbalance for community life, prayer, and mission. It causes leadership teams and members to focus its time, energy, and finances on the care of the elderly, while at the same time challenging us to support and encourage those members still engaged in ministry and study. Congregations have sold properties and made other financial decisions to accommodate this balance. Members work together to continue to support one another in their life of prayer, study, and community life. As our sisters in Canada said, we try to maintain the divine office with a minimum of beauty, and this in spite of an important decrease in capacity of our sisters. As we face the apostolic visitation, the downturn in the financial market, the decline in membership, and the aging and infirmity of our sisters, where do we find the resources to address the critical issues of our time? The external resources available to us are those Dominican organizations that provide guidance, support, and prayer. This meeting, for instance, provides a time and place for all of us to be in solidarity with one another as we face the future with realism, daring, and hope. In the United States, we have presently the Leadership Conference and the various Dominican organizations that serve the different activities within the Dominican family. In Canada, the leaders of the Dominican family meet semi-annually for mutual support and encouragement for themselves and the members of their congregation. Dom Life, the electronic Dominican website, links all of us together. The resources that most help us maintain our Dominican life and mission is our commitment to prayer, study, community, and service. This belief is best expressed by Sister Patricia Mulcahy, Prioress of the Dominican Sisters of Cincinnati. And she says, "The realities of Dominican life keep us rooted in our relationship with God, keep us attentive to the Spirit and committed to living the gospel, and sharing our living of the gospel with others." Thank you.